biological grower or farmer in my region. We hitchhiked to Amsterdam, and we went to Duinplatz, where there were many hippies there, and that was where we found marijuana. That was extraordinary for me because that was like my participation in the field of hemp. I was the first one in the world, from what I know, that distilled hemp, that discovered that's an essential oil-rich plant. And once the potential of the plant is discovered, this is like a dream for a biological farmer, to grow a plant that needs no pesticide, that has no predators. The only predator it has is us, men, thieves or police. But there's no insect that attacks it. There's no fungus that attacks the plant. And that's wonderful. And if we then study the potential the plant has, it's incredible. It's a very interesting plant. It's like the automobile industry today that is using more and more hemp. Because a few years from now, automobile industrials in Europe will have to recycle their chassis and the rest of the material, so they're interested in building with recycled material. This is a building system. They use fiber together with calcareous materials. In Switzerland and in France, I think there are about 1,000 houses that were built this way. And we can make milk or tofu or grain, or we can even make flour. We can obtain oil. There are numerous possibilities. It's like, for example, hemp flour. That's a product that I think was invented in France. The law hasn't changed. When I began in 1922 in Switzerland, things were the same. The only thing that changed was that there's a new Federal Office for Public Health that has passed some laws regarding the acceptable value of pH in food products. I think we were the first country in the world to do so. And in my opinion, that's extraordinary. I began by myself, but luckily enough, many followed me. I think there are like 100 farmers in Switzerland now. And I think there are about 400 stores. And for me, that changed society. Almost all my friends that own stores are within the law. I'm a nonviolent militant. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. But after so many days of a hunger strike, I ate upon one condition. I was going to be given my freedom. And the government gave it to me. And then I managed to eat. Yes, I lost a lot of weight. But I gained it back again. When I was sent to prison for the last time and the one before that, I didn't feel like a criminal. I felt like a political prisoner because my activities in this field only disturbed justice. I had the Balzer Queen, a wonderful variety, with many flowers and a few leaves. And the taste was unique. I think it's been grown everywhere, and now there are many millions and millions of people who are growing them, and we're not criminals. There are some people who repress this product that is not dangerous. It's innocent when compared to other harder drugs like tobacco and alcohol. They're legal. I'm an enologist. Since 1968, we already knew that alcohol was a hard drug, but that is a reality. I prefer a free society that's capable of accepting hard drugs like alcohol and tobacco. I don't think we should forbid things. Prohibiting things is never good.
Jorge Cervantes. Pues that's me. And I've been around for quite a while. I've been a writer for, gosh, nearly 20 years. I was born in America. I spent very little time there. I can't really agree with the politics. They're a little bit over the edge there. Everybody talks to me. Everybody tells me everything. So I have this incredible amount of information at my disposal all the time. And so I use, and I'm good with the information. As soon as I learn something, I turn it around and I share it with people. Indoor marijuana horticulture. I've done this book here, Marijuana Cultivo Guerrero. Indoor marijuana is usually easier to control. You can control all the factors that produce it, and you can have several crops a year. And, you know, there's not going to be any outside contaminants that you cannot control in the air. Every day arrested for drugs in America. There's 750,000 people arrested every year for drugs in America. There's a huge budget. There's any way you want to cut it. There's a minimum of $50 billion spent on the war on drugs every year. There's huge propaganda. They're lying to everybody over and over, and it's not helping anybody at all. It's making problems worse. They're learning how to deal with drugs in Europe, and they're doing a good job. Netherlands is a prime example. They have very few junkies in Netherlands. They actually smoke less marijuana and less cannabis in Netherlands than they do in any other country in Europe. Switzerland also has had a very proactive marijuana policy. Same with Spain. Marijuana is just a simple plant. Cannabis is a simple plant. Leave it alone. Pay attention. It's got a lot more to teach you than you can teach it. So liberate it. Let it do what it needs to do, is grow. That's all. For beginners, it's real important. Just pay attention to the basics and don't listen to your friends that have no experience. Listen to people only that have experience, that are successful, that can prove they're successful by showing you the good weed that they have. There's no secrets. There's no tricks. It's all very simple and straightforward. And that's haze. I love haze. Haze is the best. There's like haze and then there's haze.